Hey fellas, thanks for tuning in again today and taking the time to listen to my video. As you can see, the sun is shining behind me. It's an absolutely glorious day in Ireland, in Waterford, and I've been blessed with a day off today, so yeah, no work today. Hopefully you can still see me alright with the sun behind me. I'm a bit silhouetted, but yeah, don't suppose you really need to see me too well. So anyway, I just thought I'd just take a moment to record a little video. Some kids playing football around me, back in a country where they appreciate the finer things in life, i.e. football. Anyway, I thought I'd take a few moments to just record a little video. Last night I went out for, last evening I went out and I met a young lad from church. Really good guy, a guy that's probably going to hear this because he's been watching my videos. But yeah, a guy that's really seems to have his head screwed on well, you know. He's trying to grow in his relationship with God, and he knows some of the challenges that's ahead of him, thinking through life. I'm not going to divulge too much because I don't know whether it's private or not. So, but he seems like a really good lad, you know, and he wanted to catch up with me just to kind of just explore a few ideas and just explore a little bit of me with my grey beard sort of thing, maybe a little bit of wisdom that I could impart his way on various different subjects. So, which is a real privilege, you know. And I was kind of sitting there thinking, wow, who am I that a young person would be coming to me and seeking for wisdom and advice from me? And I look at my life and it's been far from squeaky clean, so to speak. I've made a lot of bad choices in my life, but I've also come to a point in my life where I'm learning myself, you know, and I'm trying to shape my life in a way that will glorify God and leave me satisfied with life. So and a lot of my teaching and a lot of my videos on this channel have been about that journey that I've been taking, you know. So really, yeah, I need to stop kind of like doing myself down. Yeah, I recognise it is a lack of confidence, a lack of self-worth and all that kind of stuff. But people are turning to me for advice and for wisdom and direction. I'm not saying it all comes from me. You know, any good thing comes from above. I truly believe that anything that I can share that's of worth will come from God. But I also need to recognise that God sometimes wants to use me in other people's lives in such ways, and yeah, I need to have more worth for myself. I need to recognise, I need to have a bit more belief in myself, you know. Not do myself down so easily. This is going darker and darker and darker, so I'm really hoping you can see me. But anyway, and what else? Yeah, as I was sharing with him, I mean, he's coming up with some pretty deep questions, if I'm honest with you. Yeah, the sun's right behind me now. No. He was coming up with some pretty deep questions, and questions that really you could write books on, just one question alone, you know. And I think with my kind of lack of self-worth and stuff, my lack of belief in myself, I kind of found myself sort of answering too quickly, if that makes sense, you know, just rattling off stuff. And yeah, some of it I trust was just wisdom. I mean, we prayed afterwards, whatever is of God, let it remain. Whatever is of me, let it just melt away, sort of thing, you know. And yeah, I kind of think that's what we do, innit? When we kind of find ourselves in those kind of situations where we're not believing in ourselves and we're getting confronted with these questions and stuff, we just rattle off stuff quickly. And yeah, I do believe that some of what I shared with him last night is good solid stuff, and I could see that he was taking it in. But one of the things I tend to reflect on moments like that, you know, one of the things I kind of learned from reflecting on it for myself is that sometimes when I'm confronted with a young person that's just thirsting for knowledge and he's just got loads of questions, it's okay to kind of share what I think in the moment and rattle off what I think in a moment. But if I had that time again now, and I'm hoping that I'm going to get more occasions with this young lad, I would try and answer his questions, but I would seek what is that one big or two big questions that you really want me to explore with you, and then just go away and pray about it and think about it, and then maybe next time we meet we could actually spend some time just talking on that or those couple of questions, you know. So I'm learning myself. It's great to be called upon in such a way. It's great to have God trust me with the shaping of young minds. Yeah, I mean, I consider it a real privilege and real grateful to God for it. But I just recognise that I need to have more self-worth. I need to slow down a little bit with my my sharing, and I wanted to put this out here today because I just believe that there's a lot of us out there that just don't have enough faith in ourselves, don't believe in ourselves enough. And I've got a friend in South Africa who recently has led a Bible study, but for a long time he had no belief in himself that he could possibly do something like that, and now he's led a Bible study. I mean, it's just so amazing when you start to realise that actually God can use you. I just think it's really amazing, you know. But also it's worth reflecting. I could have just gone and walked away from last night and just thought, that was pretty cool. But I'm shaping my future. I'm shaping myself into the man I want to be, and the man I believe God wants me to be. And I'm a man that he wants to use to speak into other people's lives. So I want to continue to learn and take on the new skills required to be able to do this and do it well. So guys, if you don't believe in yourself, you don't trust in yourself, you haven't got enough self-worth, I want to ask you just to stop and look at your life and think about some of the things that you've been through, some of the things that you've come out of in the other side, or some of the challenges that you've met. Maybe some of the like this guy I was talking about in South Africa, he's kind of really good at DIY and stuff, and maybe sitting down and having conversations on spiritual matters, maybe that's not his strength, but teaching other people about home improvements and how to maintain a house and stuff, that's something he could do, and that's something that people, young people, could seek him for and get wisdom for. So start believing in yourself, take stock of your life, and then just be open to what God wants to do in and through you. And I reckon that God's going to use us older fellas to really shape the lives of the younger generation. And I say that not in a criticism way, like we know it all, because in actual fact, a lot of the people that I listen to and learning from at the moment are people that are young enough to be my sons and daughters. So it's not about age, it's just about investing in the next generation. So I hope you found it helpful. I'm sorry you can't see me very well, but I'm enjoying People's Park, and I'm just taking the opportunity to record my video today. So thanks for tuning in, and I will speak to you again soon. Bless you guys. Thanks for tuning.